Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm Beverly from Bevelyn Dog Training. This is Ramsey, and today we're going to go through the different devices we use to train our dogs. Before I start on what we are using, I want to just note that I'm not going through all the different types of collars and harnesses that are available on the market. I'm only going to be running through what we train our dogs with. So as you go with us on the journey of training your dog, you will understand the equipment that we use. So the first thing I'm going to show you is what we call a chain martingale collar. So really simple. As you can see, there's a short chain on a flat looking collar. So the chain is really nice and short and simple and tightens the collar as it gets pulled. Your lead gets attached to the end of it there, and that slips over your dog's head nicely. We use this for puppies and for dogs that are not used to collars. The reason why we use this for puppies is because it's not constantly on their neck. It's really soft and it releases quickly. So when you don't want pressure on the puppy, there is no pressure. If you want to apply pressure, you apply it by tightening it, and as soon as you let it go, it releases the pressure. Lovely for dogs that also are nervous of collars to get them used to it. So this is what we call the chain martingale. The next thing that I'm going to show you is what we call a flat collar. You get flat collars they look different, but the principle of a flat collar is that it's flat. As you can see, there's only one ring that attaches to your lead. So I've got this is just a plain leather flat collar, and then you get these types. It's very, very common to see this. As you will see, there's a ring here. So everybody needs to remember with this, I don't just clip over there and use this to pull my dog. This ring is actually for extra security for your lead. So the clip goes through the ring like so, and then clips on to the lock, and you can lock it, so it makes it really secure. Then you put your lead on that ring, and it's a flat collar. What's very nice about flat collars is they are easily adjustable, and they're really, really nice for dogs that are not partial to collars. All dogs find it really easy to accept flat collars. So this flat collar is pretty simple as well. It just doesn't have that extra lock system. It's flat and it's easy to put on. You just put it to the size you want it, put it through the loop, and put your lead on the ring. Really easy, really acceptable to mainly all dogs. We use our flat collars for detection work and for obedience work. So you will see that our dogs have different leashes and collars for different reasons. Flat collar is for our detection, harness is for tracking, and then I'm going to mention now is slip leash. We use slip leash for our obedience training. A slip leash is our favorite thing to use, and it's really because it's a simple leash that's a 2-in-1 collar and leash. They're really nice, really simple, very easy to use to catch a dog quickly if it's loose, or if it's in the park and you call your dog back, you can just slide it quickly over its head. It's also lovely because it releases pressure very easily. As you can see, as I'm moving, the ring just slides up and down. Really, really nice. Okay, so the slip leash gives extra control while walking your dog, because as the dog tightens or pulls, it will tighten the tension, and as soon as the dog releases that pull, it will release the tension. So it's a really nice way of keeping your dog from pulling you. It's also great to do off-leash work like agility. So if I want to walk my dog into the agility class, then I can just take it off quickly, do my agility, and just slip it back on. It's no clips or all those extra pieces like collars and leads. Do not use a slip leash on a puppy. It's because it can get tight and they can feel very claustrophobic. So we don't encourage people using a slip leash on a puppy, and definitely not on tiny breeds like Chihuahuas. Do not, because it's going to be very, very, very strong on their tiny little necks. So do not use on puppies, do not use on tiny breeds. Use it for adult dogs or dogs that have got partial obedience training. But great, really, really nice, releases pressure really nicely. Most of our dogs work on slip leashes. So I'm going to run through the harnesses. So we track our dogs in harnesses. The reason why we don't train our dogs obedience in harnesses is because harnesses encourage pulling. Unless you're working with a non-pull harness, they encourage pulling. So we don't like to work our dogs in obedience with harnesses, but that's just our preference. So we track our dogs. So the simple thing about this, we call it a back clip harness. This is the Julius Canine, and it's really simple. A back clip harness is one ring at the back that you clip your lead onto, and the dog's head goes through here like that. This goes around their chest, this clips around their girth. So it's really simple, it's really nice to put on. So when I call my dog in, I'll just call him, slip it over, clip it around his girth, and I'm ready to go. We love using this, especially for when we're on the move and we need to clip up really fast. So that is the Julius Canine back clip harness. Then you get what we call the Y harness. Also really nice for dogs that like to track but feel that they need space here by their neck. So this Y, as you can see, it makes a Y, goes on their chest, and their neck has got lots of freedom to sniff and work. Very simple. Head through there. Then you take this and we wrap it around their girth, and it's on. Really nice, really, really good for tracking dogs like Weimaraner that get hot, because it allows a lot of air for them. And then we like to also use the step-in harness. So step-in harness is simple. As you can see, it's got two holes for the front legs to step in, and we just go around the girth, clip, and put your lead on. So this is really, really nice for hot dogs, dogs with long hair. As you can see, there's not a lot to keep them hot on their chest. It's really open, really, really nice for long hair breeds. And that's just simple step-in harness. So those are what we use with our dogs. There are other harnesses, other collars out there. If you want to work your dog in a specific harness, do some research into it first to ensure that it is right for what you want your dog to do. You don't want your dog to be uncomfortable. Some dogs don't like to work in the Y harness, and they prefer to work in the Julius Canine, and vice versa. So it's really according to what your dog wants. Make sure that if you do obedience with your dog in a harness, that it's not a harness that encourages pulling. You do not want to encourage your dog to pull. On walks especially, do not let them pull you unless you are tracking. So slip leash is really good to discourage your dog from pulling, and really nice for walking as well. So that's what we recommend to try and walk your dog. Then I want to go through the last thing with you. Is called the halter, the head halter. The head halter is really, really kind, very soft, doesn't put the dog through any pain. With it's a simple thing like that. You put the dog's muzzle through there and this on their head like that. The reason why they use this is because this is for really severe pullers. Then the dog doesn't have their chest to pull on. It attaches to their face, and it discourages pulling. This must be used with positive reinforcement, because it can tend to make the dog just pull their head to the side and not walk nicely next to you. So positive reinforcement, once you've got your dog not pulling anymore, move off of this onto a flat collar or slip leash, or even a martingale, anything. But really nice, really kind. We love using this for severe pullers. Right, I hope you found that informative and that it helped you out. Please remember to like this video. If you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button below so that you can get all the latest updates on our videos. Thank you for watching.